Hello, it's Rashmir here, and welcome to day 4 of the Sampling Silence Challenge. Can you believe we're already more than halfway through this 5-day challenge? It, as you can guess, was a really tall order to keep this challenge to such a short period of time. I have a much larger, a longer silence program, which allows us to go much deeper. But I'm hoping that this challenge gives you a taster for silence and catalyzes a shift in your relationship with silence. So on that note, I hope it's already proving useful. And of course, we've got today and tomorrow to go yet as well. So anything could happen. And in a way, today is very much my favorite day out of all 5 days because of the possibilities that can occur for people during today. So without further ado, let's talk about today. So I'm just going to start by sharing with you one of my favorite quotes about silence. And it's by Gordon Hempton, who some of you may know is an acoustic ecologist. And he does wonderful work. He goes around the world recording and capturing different sounds of different places. And he is a lover of silence. And one of the things that he has said about silence is this: silence is not the absence of anything. It is the presence of everything. Silence is time undisturbed. Now, I think you'll agree that is a particularly powerful and juicy quote. And it's very apt for today because if silence is the presence of everything, then why wouldn't we want to tap into that? Why wouldn't we want to make more use of that? Not just at the beginning and the ends of our days, but during our days. Imagine the power of being able to drop deep into inner silence and stillness in the middle of a day, in the middle of a difficult situation or circumstance, just at that moment when some new creativity or ideas are required. And imagine what might come forth in that moment. And that's outside of all the benefits, right, of stillness and wellness that come with silence. So we know silence is incredibly powerful, and we can tap into some of the benefits, potentially even in times as short as a fraction of a second. So to your task for today, it is inherently a challenge within a challenge. So I want you to pick a number between 1 and 10. I don't mind what that number is. Pick a number. That number represents the number of times that I want you to create pockets of silence in your day to day. Now, say you pick the number 5, let's say, and you already have a silence practice or a contemplative practice that you do in silence at the beginning and the end of your day. Well, that's fine. That can count as 2 times. But make sure that the remaining 3 times, or whatever the number is for you, are at times you wouldn't normally intentionally be silent or be cultivating inner silence. And why I love this exercise is, without giving it all away, is that by having that intentionality, it's very interesting to see what emerges. Now, look, those moments don't have to be much more than a fraction of a second, right? So if you've got more time, great, stay in silence for longer. But if you don't have much more time, just even see what a few moments of silence can do when you're intentional about carving out and creating those pockets of silence during your day. Now, if you're at work, which I imagine many are, don't worry about making a big thing of this, right? You don't need to go to a different place. You don't need to look strange or odd. You don't even have to close your eyes. If you're in a meeting, for example, maybe just lower your gaze or look down at your notes. For a moment, most people won't even notice that. And see what happens, right? Allow yourself to observe yourself while you're creating these pockets of silence. Right, I better stop there. So I look forward to reading your comments. And for the comments, just leave a reflection. Let us know, did you meet your target or not? If you didn't, that's fine, no judgment. But what did you learn? And if you did meet your target, what surprised you about this exercise? And there's one thing I'm very curious to see and learn, but I will leave that as a surprise for now and see whether it emerges for anyone in today's task. Enjoy, and I will see you in the comments.